Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to EU4 as Better Mexico, the grand finale, ultimate screwing Britain over for no apparent reason other than because they had the bad fortune to take the one province I still needed. And so we're going to completely mess their day up edition. Anyway, we're pretty much done. I'll go show you the awesomeness that is Better Mexico in a second. But first, let us... Oh, wait, I should have actually prepared the peace treaty before, because I'm gonna have to do some mild spoilerific stuff here, unless I zoom all the way in and fumble around in the dark down here. There we go. South Georgia. Awesome. I didn't even know there was a Georgia down there, but apparently there is. Wait, I can even take stuff here? I thought there was a thing where you had to capture forts first. It's unusual. Well, I guess we can release Scotland while we're at it. I mean, Scotland would probably enjoy their independence. Ireland's gonna enjoy their independence. Gonna be awesome, I tell you. How much can we actually take? That's pretty much it. Probably. We get them to release Cleves? No? Oh, that's a thing. Before we do that, No. We're just gonna take what we've got. Or reparations. If I'd been thinking in advance, I would have rewarded my good old ally Bohemia here, but I didn't, so I won't. Let's see here. Alright. What the heck, I'll take 100 ducats off them, just because I can. Glorious! There it is! First come, first serve. Oh, isn't that awesome? Little ladle there for our little North and South America in it. Alright, the green fields of Ireland and Scotland. Beautiful, isn't it? Actually, Scotland still exists as an independent entity, and apparently I forgot the Orkneys. Oh well, that technically belongs to Norway. At least it does at the beginning of the game. Anyway, let us go send our guys home. And, you know, I probably should release this as a vassal. I mean, I enjoy the fact that they're a brilliantly greenish color right here. But, probably would be nice to actually have a free and independent Ireland and Scotland as vassals. Can I actually release them as vassals? That'd be something I would be interested in doing. Let's see here. Oh wait, I can't release Scotland. Oh wait, never mind, this isn't gonna work, because Scotland exists. So I can't release Scotland as a vassal. Wait, can I release Ireland as a vassal? Let's see. Ireland. Let's see here. Oh wait, I should probably see if there's any actual Irish. Nope. Wait, Scottish? What the hell have the British been doing here? They like murdered the Irish culture and turned them all into Scotsmen. What the hell is that? And because it's overseas, I can't turn it into a client state and restore Ireland. That's a shame. Well, I'm sorry, Ireland. At least you're the right color. Pretty sure green is not one of the national colors of Scotland, so... Oh well. Well, that happened. So, we've finished all our objectives. We also, of course, have Ideas Guy. I picked that up while preparing for this episode. Since the general consensus I got was that pretty much everyone, for the most part, seemed happy to see EU4 again, and we're even happy to see a Better Mexico. But, due to the gap between episodes back there a little while, the idea was generally that I should just move on to another campaign. But for the sake of closure, I figured I'd finish this campaign up in a big grand finale type fashion. So as you can see here, we own every single province in North and South America. We achieved our initial goals, but that's not all. What else have we got for them? Well, we've conquered pretty much, well, the Canaries are still in the hands of Castile. I might have to do something about that. We've pretty much taken the entire coast of Africa. We're also sending a colonist here, but it takes like 10 million years for some reason. Because apparently we can't just send the people from here to here. We have to send people from somewhere where it would take 10 million years to get there. And of course, we've taken Madagascar. We've taken pretty good stuff, or pretty good amount of stuff in this general vicinity. So we pretty much dominate the trade in all of Africa. We're basically funneling everything from Africa all the way into the Americas. And for the most part, I have absolute control over the Americas. A little bit of trouble over here, as you can see. Part of that's probably because of our massive overextension. But for the most part, it's all good. But yes, getting back over here, at some point, I was tempted to pretty much conquer all the way up here, and so I would control all of this. But instead, I decided I would just skip that and just take over Indonesia instead. Brunei over here is a protectorate of mine. I've been conquering these guys, who are a protectorate of the Ottomans, so me and the Ottomans are now rivals, which is kind of funny when you think about it. I've taken a little bit into China, probably going to keep conquering over there. I've split Japan in half because, as you may recall, they were stealing all our trade from Mexico somehow, so I thought to myself, well, I've got to put a stop to that. I mean, if there was time, I'd probably still go ahead and conquer the rest of Japan, make it a lovely shade of green. We've taken pretty much all of Australia. There's a little Ottoman province here, and Portugal has this back end of Australia over here. We have most of this. Castile still has land over here. We've taken a lot of stuff. I mean, we're pretty much indisputably the most powerful nation, and most influential for that matter, nation on the entire planet. Everything's going pretty good. Let's take a look at Europe now. As you can see, the Ottomans are... I'm pretty sure this is fairly actually, maybe not, because I think in real life, the Ottomans, I think, had North Africa as part of their empire at some point. This may or... Yeah, the Balkans. They had to control the Balkans. So, I guess this is sort of... I think that they've spread a bit farther than they did historically. I don't think they got here because there was, like, the Persian Empire and stuff. Russia is pretty much Russia, though apparently they've spit out Perm for some reason. What happened here? I have no idea. And they haven't really done a good job of colonizing up here. Mongolia is Mongolia. China, as it exists in real life, does not exist. It got kind of broken here. The Inu, however I properly pronounce that, have colonized here. I'm pretty sure this is ahistorical, since they were kind of like here in real life, as I recall, and they're kind of part of Japan, as I recall. And yeah, so there's still plenty of room for stuff to be going on in this particular world, but we're well on our way, just looking at this and our mega power block we've got going on over here, where we pretty much, the sun never sets on the better Mexican Empire. Yeah, pretty dang awesome if you ask me. Anyway, but basically, we're well on our way to setting the stage for the whole Pax Mexicana, since the only one who could actually really pose a threat to us, since the Russians are our allies, and we're also working on forming alliances over here to make everyone happy and sort of have an interconnected power block, but basically, our enemy is the Ottomans at this point, so if at some point there were some kind of EU4 to Hearts of Iron 4 converter, it could be interesting to see what would happen if I were to do such a thing. I don't know if such a thing would ever exist, but if it did, that'd be pretty awesome. So I could carry this game over into that, and then we could get World War II era stuff, where it'd probably end up being the Ottoman Empire versus us, or something. Or then again, Bohemia might transform magically into Germany and become the Axis, but that seems kind of weird. And of course you have the Danes over here. They're doing pretty well for themselves, to be honest. Poor Sweden. They got completely demolished. And we have the Sapmi over here, and we have Norway, who are doing okay. So overall, pretty interesting world, pretty fun campaign, and it seems rather thematically appropriate that we end the game over here, because the suggestion that I read, there may have been some other suggestions since, but the one I noticed in the comments so far is to play in Ireland, and I hear there's another expansion coming out soon-ish, for EU4, so I figure we might as well do a short campaign since expansions tend to break save games, so we might as well carry on and do a sort of short campaign where maybe we try to unite Ireland, and we'll probably also be upgrading into the actual current patch so that we can be playing with all the Mare Nostrum stuff. So yeah, that's the idea I think for our next campaign. We'll go in, conquer the Irish Isles, maybe try conquering the rest of the whole United Kingdom and form a United Irish Empire at some point. It seems like that would be a fairly short campaign if that was our only objective. But long enough, I think, to carry us until, well, whenever the next big expansion or something comes out. But anyway, that's going to do it for now, so, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this campaign as Better Mexico, and I will see you all in the next video.